Hello, British Beauty Council. Hello, India. Okay, so when I agreed to do the book, one of my sort of requests, stroke prerequisites, stroke demands, was that I'd be allowed to update it because skincare changes, science changes, ingredients change, brands reformulate, official recommendations from governments change. Zellens are going live now. Ha! Idiots. Who's gone live for Zellens? Have a look out and see who's gone live for Zellens.
What do you mean who?
Someone's gone live on Zellens. Marco's on at the same time as me. Can you just remind him who goes live at 5 and that it's not him? Rude. So,
He's live in minted box.
oh, right, okay. I like to get the gossip. So, it's been, if you can believe it, 2 years since 2 years since the book was written. And so, we have an update. So here is the original book. Trini's on too. Well, they should know it's not my fault. This is the original. I am proud to introduce you to oh, look how pretty. So it's Skincare, the new edit. The yellow gives a very nice reflection. I'll just sit like this. I've got to give you details because I announced it earlier this morning in the Freaks, just to give them a little bit of something. And the questions I asked have actually proved quite helpful because now I can give you all the answers to the questions they had. So it launches in the UK and Ireland on the 11th of November. It is on pre-order now. I will put a link to it once I've finished this. Unfortunately, if you are in the USA or Canada or Australia or New Zealand, you're going to have to wait until April because of a paper shortage. And no, I'm not laughing. It looks very Trini London. Excuse me, I had the yellow first. Thank you very much, Trindle. I love you, but I had yellow first. So we'll have none of that, thanks. So Americans, you have to wait until 12th of April, so does Canada. And Australia and New Zealand, you have to wait until the 13th of April next year. Not my fault, not the publisher's fault. There is literally a paper shortage in the world. Now, new content. Oh, hang on, there's more questions. Wait, okay, so here's your other questions. Will it be available on Cult Beauty? Not immediately, but they'll get it sorted. When will Aussie, New Zealand, US, Canada be able to pre-order? Is it nearer to April? The links are on the landing page to pre-order, which I'm going to put up for you. You could order it from the UK and have it shipped, of course. Pre-ordering in the EU. Is the book also expected to get to people by the 11th of November? Can't guarantee delivery on publication date outside of the UK with current supply chain restrictions, but it will be close to. So there's the questions. Let me just move all this out of the way. Homer, what did you miss? You missed me announcing an updated book. So we have new sections. I just want to give you an idea of the new sections. So what I did basically was took the feedback from people who had bought it, took the most popular sections and elongated them. It's not the same book, no. In terms of content, we have big extended. I have clarified about foaming cleansers. Yes, I've done a lot of clarification. Anything that caused confusion, I've clarified. We have done extended sections in the When Life Happens chapter, which is puberty, pregnancy, perimenopause, menopause, PCOS, endometriosis, chemotherapy, long-term illness, that kind of thing. I have amalgamated all of the SPF content because it was a bit all over the gaff. I've amalgamated all of that. That's now into one very sexy section. Maskne is obviously in there. We have to cover maskne. They're all new product and brand recommendations. Just going through my list. Got quite a lot. PCOS, endometriosis, chemotherapy, how much product you should be using, things like that. Just let me double check I've got everything. Okay, so then that'll give you a little surprise look. So this is the old book, as we remember. Looks like this, my first book, not the old book. So remember this? We've made it a bit more funner. Look. Basically a lot of pictures of me looking like absolute shite, taking my makeup off, which is very entertaining. And again, there's no big filters, as you can tell, because my eyes in some pictures look like two piss holes in the snow. Let me see what else I can show you. There's all new photography. Oh look, here I am applying my cleanser. Oh, that's moisturiser. That's the Pharrell moisturiser with a pretty perfect bun, gotta say. I didn't do that bun. I've removed every mention of Jordan Samuel because he irritates me. Not really. I mean, he's literally there. He hasn't seen this yet, by the way, so prepare for him to start screaming in the comment section. And then there's the odd, newer pictures like this that I don't hate, frankly. Now, can I show you my favourite picture in the book? Her mum and dad have seen it, but they haven't seen the actual book. Nova made the book. Children and SPF. I've got a free model in the book. What else can I show you? Okay, so you know we have Get in the Sea. It's now been changed to replicate the live I did. When was it? I think it was was it during lockdown? I can't remember, but it was Push Off a Cliff. It was Marry Shag Push Off a Cliff. So we now have a new eyebrow and Push Off a Cliff. So yeah, I've added some new ones to Push Off a Cliff as well. It ends with smoking or vaping. Stop. The end. Subtle. What else can I show you? That I don't want to give it all away. Do you know what I mean? So it will be available for pre-order now. There's lots of... Oh, look. Oh, here's me enjoying a cup of tea on the sofa, completely nonchalant style. Let me just double check. Is there anything else you need to see? Still got the aging triangle in there. What else do we need? We've done... the clean section isn't going anywhere. If anything, I've beefed it up. What have we changed? Let's do some nice little texture shots. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. Things like, what does key ingredients actually mean? Active versus inactive, parabens again, trials and studies. This bit was in it. Shit me, you've not actually done Push Off a Cliff and print. Of course I have. Well, it was Get in the Sea before, now it's Push Off a Cliff. I want someone to look at me the way CH looks at tea. I want someone to look at me the way I look at tea. Look. Push off a cliff. Push off a cliff. Number one is still wipes. You'll be unsurprised to know. What else is in here that might be new? Oh, skincare fridges made it to Push Off a Cliff, obviously. Botox parties, obviously. Yeah. Will the original book be discontinued? Yes. This is the newbie. This is the newbie. And then I moved one of my favourite pictures to so the dirt on clean is still there. Obviously we still have Not Today Satan. So that's been updated. What else do I need to show you? I mean, basically it's just a lovely book. We've beefed up the glossary. And we have removed brands that have pissed me off since I last wrote the book. I'm actually serious and I don't care. What else? I mean, it's just nice. We've tidied it up. Do you know what I mean? We've tidied it up. Oh, here we go. There's nothing in your larder that can cure acne. There is nothing in your larder that can cure acne. If you want to mash up an avocado and put it on your face, you knock yourself out. I prefer it in a sandwich with a bit of bacon. That's just me. So yeah, maskne is a new section. Maskne. I'm not going to let someone screen grab it so they can read it all. I'm not going to tell you what this relates to, but I'll read it to you. This is probably the only time you'll hear me say this, so enjoy it. Catch everyone cross-referencing for the products that have been removed. Aoife, you're bad. You shouldn't be saying that, Aoife. What else? Skincare myths. Periodic dermatitis, obviously. I've kept some of the older pictures that I like, because I like this picture, because we'll be moving from this office. And so I've kept pictures of the old office, and obviously they've already gone. Like Grace Kelly's gone, you know. I mean, I've got her, but she's not on the wall anymore. But yeah, I mean, like, this is just fun. It's just a nice bit of fun with the extended sections. We've tidied it. We've kind of put stuff together. So it makes a bit more sense in its layout. Some nice new pictures that I don't hate, which was nice. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the new book. It's updated. So when people say, do we need it if you already have the first one? I mean, it depends on, one, how much you like a book. I like a book. It depends on whether or not you're suffering from any of the sort of conditions that I mentioned previously. But for the sake of, because I imagine knowing, for the sake of, I know it's 20 quid, but I know it'll go on at 10, because that's what they do. It'll be 10. For the sake of a tenner, I would say yes. I would buy it. And that's why I made sure that the update was that I would buy. Do you know what I mean? It was like, well, if I would buy it, then I'm happy. If I wouldn't buy it myself, then I'm not going to, you know, sign it off, basically. Will there be a third edition? Well, I would hope so, but only in a few years. I mean, it's been 2 years since I wrote this book. And in that time, a few things have changed regulatory-wise. And so we've just gone from, here we are, here's my first baby, here's my second baby. It's also, this one feels like it's a bit more flat lay. So when you open it, it kind of sits nice, like a pizza pie. There are no other colours. It is this. There's no other colours. I know it's been 2 years, can you believe it? And that's 2 years since I handed it in. That's not 2 years since I actually, since I started to write it. Do you know what I mean? Yes. What else do you need to know? There are no plans for a book tour because it's COVID. And I'm hoping we don't get locked down again in the UK for winter, but I'm not about to plan a big book tour. Do you know what I mean? It's available from Smith's, Waterstones, Amazon, all those places. There will be a link, a direct link, once I've finished this. The first book is still available on Amazon, I believe. I think I'm doing like a small limited edition, a small limited amount of signed ones, but from memory, I think they are for competition winners. I'm not actually going to go and sit and sign 10,000 again, because frankly it took me days and my arm bruised, remember? I will have the link. Don't worry about looking the link. I'm going to put the link up when I finish this live. It's out on the 11th of November. It is not available at the pop-up, unfortunately, because of the paper shortage. They cannot get it to us in time. So even though it's 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, and normally they'd have all the stock sitting and waiting, it's in Easton's in Ireland. It's literally going to come in at the last minute. I've literally got the only version in the UK at the moment. Both available on US Amazon, just pre-ordered new ones, but both are available. Well, there you go. Yes, it's on pre-order now on Amazon and Smith's and Waterstones, and I'll have the links to those when we're finished. I've been through the changes already, but I will list the changes afterwards. You can pre-order in the EU now. It'll still go from, it'll still be shipped. It just means like you may not get it on the day of publication as you normally do in the UK. If you order a book, say from Amazon or whatever, it normally arrives the day it goes out, the day it's launched, but you can't guarantee that with Europe. Are they prepared? I don't think they are. Just pre-ordered. Taylor, thank you. I'm still doing the live. You didn't have to go off. What else do I need to tell you? I did have other things to tell you. We're doing it now. Thanks. Are you going to do a pop-up in Ireland? Certainly not this side of Christmas. Certainly not this side of Christmas. I would love to get out there and do more. It's just impossible. Oh, it's already, you've just made it number 12 on hot new releases. So thanks for that. At the moment, I don't think there are plans to change the audio version. They haven't asked me, which I'm glad about, because it was, oh my God, it's so exhausting doing an audiobook, I cannot tell you. But if they ask me to do the updated audio so they can slice it into the existing book and rejig it, then I will. But I know I don't have time to record an audio version before it launches. I know that. The audio version, if you have the original book, make sure that you listen to the outtakes, which are after the credits. A lot of people miss them. They are after the credits. So after the credits, it goes quiet and then you hear me start swearing. That's the original audiobook. Which starts with something like, you and me are going to fall out, which was me to the producer, because he kept, so if you could just do that again, I'm like, why? If you could just do that again, I'm like, just one thing to show you that came in today. I hope it's not embargoed. I don't care if it is, it's too late. You know, I put the Emma Hardy body butter up on the blog yesterday, which was lush. They've also done luxury scented candles for Crimbo. Oh my God, you have got to smell these. I mean, I know I don't have smell-o-vision. They are, it smells like a mixture of the original cleanser and like some kind of coconut, but it's not coconutty. They're divine. So I don't know how much they are. I don't know whether on sale. It arrived in the office. I'm sorry if it's embargo, Claire, but I didn't care. I didn't message and no one got back to me, so I don't care. I'm just showing it anyway. But I'm pretty sure they'll be limited edition because it's Crimbo packaging, isn't it? You know, they are moringa. Oh, the luxury candles will fragrance the room with the delicate aromas of neroli, jasmine, rose, mandarin, and sweet orange. Now that's weird because I hate those fragrances. I hate those fragrances. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Neroli, no. Jasmine, I don't mind. Rose, okay. Mandarin and sweet orange, I don't like those smells. So take what you make of that because I bloody love this. Oh, it's on the site. It's already on the site, so it's not embargoed. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. They were in M&S Marble Arch at the weekend. Amazing. They're not embargoed. That's probably why they didn't bother to get back to me. £25 at M&S. Oh, do you know what? You just have all the info. I'm lovely. Thank you so much. It's called Skincare, the New Edit. If you search me by author, lol, it'll be there. Here's the first book. And here's the first book. Second edition. First book. Second edition. Oh shit, I just got lipstick on it. No. This is my copy anyway. I always keep the first copy that comes into my hands. So my original copy of this has all of my like notes in it and all that sort of stuff. Prefer Jo Malone candles. Well, that's lovely for you, Blossom, but Jo Malone candles are mineral oil based and they do turn things black. So I too don't mind a Jo Malone candle, but they are mineral oil wax. And this is soybean, rapeseed and beeswax. What else? And now something else I just need to drop in, which won't, I don't know if it'll have much relationship to you guys, but I just wanted to tell you anyway and have a mini rant. Just a mini rant for a change. I mean, I could have a big rant, but it wouldn't make any difference, wouldn't it? They're looking at me like, yeah, right, okay. So we, as part of our role as Beauty Back trustees, we had a meeting today to go through some of the grant applications. And so we have startup grants and then, is it support grants? Yeah, support grants and startup grants. You'd think I'd know, but there we go. And so people in the industry can apply if they need help with XYZ. So things about support with further training, you need money for XYZ, all this sort of stuff. Just want to sort of clarify that for us to basically endorse you whilst giving you a grant, which bear in mind, we don't ask for back, so we're giving you the money. We need you to fill in the paperwork properly, number one. But I can tell you now that when you have trustees that are me, Forbesy, who's sitting over there, who's also long-term old school industry, Deja, qualified therapist like me, Leslie Blair, who was the chair of BABTAC, who are basically one of our bodies, and Lisa Potter Dixon, you are not going to get an approval for money if you are not suitably qualified. So I will tell you now that if you are applying for cash we've had all sorts of requests for like helping us redecorate or buying new machinery or helping me with equipment and helping me retrain and that sort of thing. You are not going to get a grant if you're doing aesthetic treatments and you're not medically qualified. Just putting that out there. If you are injecting people with anything, if you are jabbing a hypodermic into someone's face and using Botox or filler, and you are not a doctor or a nurse, you are not medically trained, we will be denying your claim, basically. Don't go to those people, don't be those people. If you are in two minds, just ask the person who's treating you how they can help you if it goes wrong. So if I'm doing a peel on someone and it goes wrong, I know what to do, right? If you are just doing a day course or a 2-day course at these dodgy fucking aesthetic schools that I have now got names of and I will be watching like a hawk, that's not what we're going for. Standards in the industry, and we want people to trust us and we want it to be safe. I am not, certainly as the chair and as the person who founded it, I am not going to endorse by sending you money to help further a business that you are not qualified to do. Do not go to have someone inject something into your face if they are not medically trained. So I was reading comments. Obviously we go through and we check people's socials and we have a look. And one of them was literally a 1-day course in lips and then a 1-day course online, an online course of how to help someone if it goes wrong when you are doing that under eye filler. I'm sorry, what? Like if it was up to me, I would just shut you down. So you ain't gonna get any cash from me. It ain't gonna happen. I don't care how good you think you are. If you are not medically trained, and as someone's just said, you can check anyone on the GMC, you're not coming near my face, bruv. So, and there's no penalties. No, that's the point. Are there any penalties for underqualified medical estheticians? No, there isn't. And they're not a medical esthetician. That doesn't exist unless you have medical training. Do you know what I mean? So it's so prevalent now that obviously, and there are so many of us in the industry pushing for laws, you know, you wouldn't be able to do this in the States. You can in Florida, because in Florida they don't give a shit and they just all want everything tightened and but you need, or the NMC for nurses, thank you very much. Or dentists who started doing aesthetics. My aesthetic doctor is a dentist by trade. It ain't happening. There you go. Dentists know more about face and bone structure than any other medic. So yes, they're good. They are brilliant. So, and I have major pictures that we have been sent of necrosis, for example, of the lips and all this sort of stuff. Filler in your lips should not cost 80 quid. Like, and when they say they're insured, check who they're insured by. Because if they're not regulated by someone like Babtac, then that's not real insurance. And I promise you, if something goes wrong, you are not going to get a payout. A lot of midwives also. I don't know if I would want a midwife injecting me. I love a midwife. I used to want to be one, but I would like them to stick to my fanny. Thanks very much. But yeah, it's, so we're not, you can, I wouldn't waste your time applying if you are not medically trained. It ain't happening. We are not going to endorse you by, you know, it doesn't have to be an MD, it could be a nurse, an anaesthetist, dentist. That's what I said, medically trained. It's also illegal to say you are a nurse or doctor if you're not. Yeah, but don't forget, you've got people who've done a PhD in computers calling themselves a doctor. Dijon is doing this. This is what we were doing. Every time someone came up, we'd just be like, no, delete, denied. It's a yes from me, Simon, or it's a no from me, Simon. Someone got a golden ticket. We were like, oh, wonderful. As a lawyer, I completely agree. Their insurance just won't cover what is essentially clinical negligence. Exactly. So there we are. If you are unsure, check out things like Babtac. Midwives are medically trained. Of course they're medically trained, but are they aesthetically trained? If midwife did further training, then that's fine. Of course, I would go to a midwife over someone who isn't medically trained. Of course. But just being a midwife does not mean you can inject filler into the face. Do you know what I mean? It's not illegal to say you are a nurse. Easy to trace though, and easy to check. I'm just gonna cross my legs because I'm getting comfy. Just know people have been following my future injector for years and a nurse or PA in a derm office. Yeah, it's ridiculous that it's not law. I know midwives are medically trained as nurses. Guys, don't get focused on the midwife thing. I would say the same for a nurse. You would expect a nurse and a doctor. You wouldn't just go, oh, well, they're a doctor, they'll be fine. You have to literally check that they've done their training. Check that they've done their training. Paramedics are medically trained. Of course they are. If a paramedic went and did aesthetic training, fine. Make sense? When will we hear if we have tickets, if we're on the waiting list? Sorry, not talking about the pub, but it's killing me. It will come through. In the US, you can check the state medical boards. Yeah, you will get emailed automatically on an automated system that we have no control over. So as people, if and when people cancel, the next person on the list will automatically get an email, and they're given 24 hours to respond. If they don't respond, it goes to the next person. And thank God that is not under our control. It sounds awful, but honestly, I would just be like, ugh. And if you want further info, yes, Dean's right. Alice Hart Davis has a brilliant website. And the Tweakment Guide is a book I'm always talking about. So if you have any questions, she is brilliant at answering questions too. If you're not sure, all that sort of stuff. Please check out who you are going to before you let them stick a needle in your face. Because there are some things you can't come back from. Please. I'm a nurse but not trained to give these treatments. Exactly. Weekend courses for nurses are scary. Yeah, it's much longer than that. It takes much longer. And that's why I think quite a few dentists are good at it. Because their whole thing is training around muscles and the structure and anatomy, and everything they do is based around this, right? So I think they look at the face differently. Just my humble opinion, not an official statement, especially not from the Beauty Back Trust. Nurses can take blood with no pain, whereas a doctor is brutal because they don't do it. Exactly. You know, because I've obviously had 4 kids, and I've got a slight blood disorder, so I would have regular blood tests. And if the nurse wasn't available and the doctor, I would I'll have a midwife, thanks. I'll have a midwife. Or if the phlebotomist is not available, but you're not just going to get anyone just because they've got an MD on their name and get them to stick my arm, because I would end up so bruised, honestly. I'm a doctor, not medically trained, PhD in statistical genetics. Exactly. So you have to check people out. The GMC, you can ask a nurse for their PIN and check it on the NMC website to see what they're qualified in and if their registration is active. There we are. Wonderful. Thank you, folks. I knew you'd understand. And, you see it all the time. I'm just astounded that these places are called Training Academy, and it's all online. How the hell? As if. I'm an ICU nurse with an advanced degree. I'll stick a needle anywhere else, but not in your face. That's because you're a good person, you see? That's because but there are people out there who have no medical training. And, I read one of them on the Insta, and they had a picture of under eye filler that had gone wrong, and said, if you were to go to A&E, they wouldn't know how to fix this, but I would. And I was like, oh. But you're kind of telling people that you know what to do if it goes wrong, because it's probably going to go wrong because you're not trained. Just putting that out there. People getting silicone injections in their butts or someone's basement, becoming disfigured and losing their life, and it's not medical silicone. Yeah, I know. Anyone applying that wasn't medically trained obviously doesn't know you, Caroline, and they also don't know Deja or Alex or Leslie, who makes us two look like kittens, and LPD. It's the same with makeup artists. If you're a makeup artist or a manicurist and we ask you to show us your work, it can't be 6 Instagram pictures on a grid that you've done makeup on your mates. Make sense? Okay, good. It goes both ways. It's not just about aesthetics. It's things like, this will give you an idea, especially if you're in the industry and you're watching, it's people who've got like a VTCT2 or an NVQ2 or even a 3, asking us to buy them the laser machine. I'm sorry, what? No. No, we will not be buying you a laser machine. But if we have people who are keen and can show, here's all the qualifications I've done, here's everything I've tried to keep up to date, if all their paperwork's in good order and they don't seem, because we check them out thoroughly, there's 5 of us, they get thoroughly checked out, we will then say, we would love to offer you help in further training. Just to be, we want to raise the standards. So we're not turning people away who are in the industry and qualified and trying to move forward. Obviously, that's what we want to do. But I am not about, we are not about, the people like Call Blimey Beauty, the people who work in the industry, if we were to help someone buy a laser machine who had NVQ2, can you imagine? No, come on, ladies, get a grip. At one point, we thought about doing with all of the members of the board and the trustees, doing videos about what we can't do, because they think people. Some of the things people think I'm capable of doing, and I'm like, oh, I don't do that. Like, I don't touch laser. Laser came out after I trained, and I never went back. You have to potentially burn people to be really good at laser, right? I don't have the time. And I certainly do not have the profile to burn people. So I know who I send people to. I send people to people I know are good at laser. Deja doesn't do laser. Deja goes to see Debbie Thomas. I go to see Teresa Tami. Like, we have our own circle. So if in doubt, ask. If in doubt, please ask. It's, and one of them was like an add-on peel for 10 quid. Anyone who's going to offer you an add-on peel for a tenner should not be doing your peel. Just going to put that out there. So it was only a little rant. Laughing at me, so rude. Today they saw a picture of me that was a drawing Here we go. There was a drawing of me, and they started singing The Lion King because they said I looked like the person at the beginning goes, be wetting themselves now, right? And I was like, they can't possibly be talking about me. And they were. They were talking about me. Bastards. All of them. Yeah, you're really funny. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Al. Yeah, an add-on peel. You go to a clinic to have a peel. You don't lie down, have a facial, and say, oh, I want to have dermaroller or whatever it is you're having, and then say, yeah, can you chuck in a peel? That's not how it works! This is not like adding a hair treatment back in the day. Come on! The customers need to take some responsibility as well. I disagree. If the customer knows what they're getting, for sure. But people who like overpromise and are not capable of delivering, no, I disagree. I think it's our job to protect the customer. Who's just put ha ha, I can hear Holly in the background, that's Jill. So we have to protect the consumer. You literally made me jump then, I'm very sorry. Do you have perfect pitch, Caroline? That was spot on. I do actually have perfect pitch. I do have perfect pitch. Shut your face, you. Yes. She's so rude. I didn't even try it. I didn't even try and do it properly. Thank you. She's so rude. Do you know what? I said today, it's a good job that I, A, don't have an ego, and B, they just piss themselves. And B, I'm not surrounded by yes people, because my lot have absolutely no problem saying, shut the fuck up. Oh, don't do that. What's wrong with you? Like, literally. Oh, I wouldn't do that. You look hideous. Literally. I disagree too. Many who go to salons won't have the level of knowledge just to make the judgment. Of course they won't. Views on Botox. Knock yourself out. Love it. Knock yourself out. Okay. There we go. I'm a beauty therapist and would not offer anything like that. Should be medically trained and the right training. Definitely agree. That's why dentists are good. Hurrah! Isn't it nice that we're all sharing the love for the dentists? The amount of people that ask for a chemical peel after extractions, I know. People offering the most and all at once, I know. Skincare is a journey, not a one and done. There we go. What do we ask to know if someone is qualified to do lasers or peels? So it depends. If you go, like if you're in the States, when I went to Joanna Vargas's clinic, because they have to be licensed, they have to have them on the wall legally. So in New York, she has like 16 therapists. It's so impressive. And you go in and there's just a whole left-hand side is all the therapists they have, and they're like their certificates, like I've got my certificates. The right-hand side is their license. And it tells you what they can do. So ask where they trained, ask what their training is, search them online. I mean, word of mouth is always good. It's just if the word of mouth is someone's mate, you know? Oh, my mate will do that for you. My mate will do that for you. No. Like, you want to have a professional appointment, there should be a questionnaire that you fill in. You know, it's like, so we are definitely making sure that, and we have plans to do things for the standards in the industry, but in the short term, when we're giving out the grants, what I'm trying to tell you is, I ain't going to be giving you any money. Oh God, here we go. Oh yes, I was telling that, thanks Al. We are not going to be giving out money to someone who says, I'm an aesthetic clinic. Are you an aesthetic clinic? Where's your doctor? Where's your nurse? Where's your dentist? Like, give me something that says medical. Al has just said, can you please say that just because they have clinic in their name or Harley Street does not mean they are qualified? There we go. Even Dr. Angeli travelled to Canada for specialised training as the NHS has less emphasis on cosmetic procedures. I agree. And when I wrote in the book, in the first book, in case you're late, here's the new book, here's the first book. When I said in here that, have you tried Trizotamy's lactic acid toner? Yes, I have. It's wicked. When I said in here that I had more training on anatomy, physiology, all that sort of stuff on the face than most newly qualified doctors, like just an MD, people who haven't done further training, not derms, all that sort of stuff. I had the odd doctor contact me and go, or people who are related to a doctor go, well, that's not true. You're so arrogant. How dare you say that? And I had loads contact me and go, bang on. I had to do X, Y, Z, and even then it was only an optional half a day. Like, do you know what I mean? So when the actual doctors agree with you, then you kind of think, okay, so I've annoyed some people, but you have to think, why are people annoyed? If someone said to me, you're not qualified to do laser, I'd go, no, you're absolutely right, I'm not. Could I learn it? Of course. Would I be intimidated doing it? No, I just don't have time. And I'm not, if I go and do a clinic, I will be hiring people who are brilliant. I will not be doing it myself in terms of laser, right? But if someone said that to me, I'd be like, no, you're absolutely right. So if you say to someone, I'm not sure you're qualified to do this treatment, and they kick off, there's probably a reason. People who are qualified are very chilled. They're just like, yeah, I can do that. And they're very chilled about what they can do, what they can't do. Oh, Grandma Bora says evening, Mrs. H. And a lot of people get their Botox and fillers from overseas. Like, it can be quite dodgy. So just be aware. Just be aware. May I know what your thoughts are about all therapy? I've had all therapy. I don't know, it didn't particularly do much for me. So I'm not sure, is the answer. I'm not sure. Surely a qualified practitioner wouldn't mind the questions, of course. What do you make of laser on the face? Love a bit of laser. Trees Tommy does my laser. Debbie Thomas is a great laser practitioner. For a brow lift, are we talking an actual plastic surgeon? Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get your brows lifted. You want someone who knows. I mean, they're cutting your face. Know what I mean? But also people who are qualified give a fuck so much. I've had fellow nurses go to clients' houses when the client is concerned or had a reaction. Exactly. Like, they care, you know? Okay. Grandma Bora says, did my daughter just pull that face that she pulls? Yes, she did, and she just did it again. What about Profilo? Do you mean, do I like it, or should it be something that's done by a medical professional? Because the answer is yes to both. Yes, I like Profilo. Yes, it has to be done by a medical professional. How can people who aren't medically trained do aesthetics and then train other non-medically trained people? This is the question. This is the question. So I just thought I'd have that mini rant. I do mention Alice Hart Davis's book and website in here. I've left that in. This is now available to pre-order. She's very pretty. She's got all new pictures and some funny ones. Where's the funny ones? One of them has made it to an ad, and I'm like, you swines, of course you use that one for an ad. I think it's this one. I think it's that one. Which is me like, it's not attractive, is it? So we've had the discussion on the Emma Hardy candles, and it's been confirmed that it's on Marks & Spencer's website for 25 quid. Lovely. New face. Yeah, I like the new face. I do like the new face. Problem with new face is you have to use it the way they tell you to daily. You're not just going to use it once or twice and suddenly look like you're a surprise tambourine. Will the new kits be shipped abroad? Of course they will. Can Botox lift the brow? Yes. Well, lift is kind of, but not like, if anything, that's why I don't really do it, because if anything, if you have it can really push it down if you've got a big forehead, and hello, I could like a pumpkin head over here. Thoughts on facial microcurrent effectiveness? It depends on the microcurrent. Are there likely to be plenty of Hoff kits, or will it be fastest fingers first? There will be plenty, I'm sure. I mean, they always sell well, but we have made a lot. Are we good? It's lovely. Thanks. I think she's pretty. Things can still go wrong even with an experienced injector that should still know how to immediately adjust course. Don't risk your face with inexperienced people. Don't risk your face with inexperienced and unqualified people. Don't risk your face with unqualified people. Okay, I'm going to go and put the link up. And No, Kate, you can go. I'm good. You're dismissed. I will. I don't know when I'm back on. To be honest, I've had the lurg, not COVID lurg, just like this, like throat and head and bunged up cold and sneezing all the time and all that for over a week. So when like I'm knackered, doing a live takes it out of me. And I did the Clarence event on Sunday morning and I went home and I slept all afternoon. So I am not fully up to speed for doing like a 5 o'clock every night. I'm still like, oof. But I can't remember what's coming up. We've got a whole schedule leading up to the Hall of Fame. It's so exciting. What can I tell them about the Hall of Fame, Al? Not much. She's really helpful. That's why I do the lives and she sits behind and laughs at me. Is kit reveal next Thursday? Is it next week? End of next week?
Yeah, it is. It's not Thursday. It'll be Friday.
No, but is it end of next week already?
Yeah.
Oh my days. So the Hall of Fame is not this weekend but next weekend? Oh my days. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so what I will tell you is that I'm in charge of the speaker. Right, let me just get myself comfy for like 5 minutes. Thanks. I'm in charge of the speakers sort of schedule. Schedule's the word. And it's been really fun. Kind of matching people with people and then people who can come versus people who definitely can't come and like all that kind of thing. So it's very exciting. But yeah, I am literally, I can't believe it's a week on this weekend. What's the date today?
It's the, don't ask me that.
What's the date today?
Like the 19th?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's then 20th.
Oh, it is. It's a week on.
Yeah,
So a week on Friday we're setting up.
Friday.
Okay, so my plan is a week on Friday we're setting up and I'm going to hopefully do a live from the pop-up, not showing it all, but from that area because that's where I'll be, to go to the kits. Now, but it depends. It's the 19th. Jesus Lord in heaven. But I think it might be too noisy with the setup, so I might do it from here. I'd rather do it from the pop-up. But if I can't, I'll do it from here. I don't know what else to tell you. What else will be on sale at the pop-up? Some bits. Just going to tell you some bits. I'm not going to tell you. Will the talks in the tent... Babe, hello. There's no tent. Will the talks in the tent be recorded for later purchase? First of all, I don't go into tents unless they're where the bar is at a festival. That's it. A tent? No, when I say pop-up, it's a fully bricked building. And I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at their reaction to me saying I don't do a tent. I don't go to a tent unless it's where the bar is at a festival. Oh, no, my friend, it's not going to be a tent. Please don't think I'm laughing at you. I love that question. But you will never catch me in a tent unless there's champagne on the other side of it. So, we are taking over a very large building. But now I want to do a tent. Sorry, not tent, was autocorrect. But it was perfection. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that's killed me. Oh, I can't bear it. Camping with Caroline. It's something you will never hear me say. Al's gone. She's actually gone. Someone's put, oh my God, the outraged tent in the background. That's Al. That's why we're friends.
Who was that? I don't go into tents.
I don't go to tents. I'm sorry. Like when I said on the state, me now it's made my hair go flat. I laugh so much. Like when I said, when I said on this morning, oh, I'm sorry, Phil, I don't run unless I'm being chased by a bear. But I could see his face and no one else could see his face and he was pissing himself. And then he was like, where do you live? And I was like, Russia. A tent. Oh, is that a tent pole? Are you pleased to see me? Oh, okay, stop. Oh. See? Now you're going to set me back. Stop it. Now you have to do your live from a tent. Okay, I've got to go. Really got to go. Any more Hall of Fame tickets left? No. But there's a wait list, but I think it's quite... We had like 10 times the amount of people apply for tickets than spaces we had the first time. Oh God, sorry. Please don't think we were laughing. Now she's just gone and told them what we said. Oh my God, a tent. It's the best autocorrect I've ever seen. And also my face. Because I just know I went, a tent! Oh God. Please can Al sit in on lives more often because I'm crying. Oh, KG. Honestly, we were gone. She just went, a tent! Okay. Oh my God, my eyes. I've got to go. I'm interviewing someone at 6. Can you imagine? Look at the state of me. They'll say something and I'll just start laughing and I'll be like, I'm really sorry, it's not you. Oh, it's not you. It's just that someone suggested I'll pop up was in a tent. Oh my God. So I will put the link up about the book. Oh my God. See, now you set me off for the state.
You finished?
No, I'm finishing now. Will you ask Louise to make a cup of tea, please, so I can breathe? Oh my God. Okay. I can't. See, now my voice is going. Here we go. If they say tent, you will die laughing in the interview. I know. A tent! I hope Alex's mum, I hope your mum was watching and heard you go, a tent! I'm nearly finished. Okay, I'm going. No, don't swear, Al. I never swear.
Sure.
Okay, here's the book. Oh, she's gone again. She's got her head on the desk. She says, ask the person I'm interviewing if they like camping. Here's the book. Oh, God. I'm not on this morning, tomorrow. Ate's on, I believe. Oh, God. I'll put the link up. Oh, Lord. I will be live. And now that I know that it's only like 10 days away, I am actually going to have to do more lives so everybody knows. Fuck skincare fridges. The skincare pop-up tent is where it's at. Okay. 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 I can't. Oh my God. So if you did say, please don't think we were laughing at you. And I know it was autocorrect, but yeah, thanks. We needed the laugh. Caroline goes camping. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Ever. Oh, I can't do that. Walking across the grass with I can't swear. With a torch to go to the bog. Have a word. Not my idea of paradise. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will. Oh, I'm definitely not seeing you tomorrow because I've got something on. But I will be in touch. Oh God, I can't. Now I've got to go and calm myself down. If the person mentions tent or camping, they should get the job. I don't do tents on a mug. Oh God, a tent. It's the best. Okay, here's the book. I'll put a link up. Yeah, whatever, but that was hysterical. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.